Due to policies involving YouTube and COPPA, this disclaimer is to inform you that this video is not for YouTubers under 17. Viewer discretion advised. Thank you. Hey everyone, this is J-Dog and I'm here with another video. Now y'all know who this man is. This is none other than former legendary heavyweight boxing champion Iron Mike Tyson. Well, that was his name. We'll just go by Mike Tyson. But he went by Iron Mike Tyson because, Iron Mike Tyson was his middle name. Was because, the iron part was, he called himself Iron Mike Tyson because he was known for knocking people out on the very first round of his matches. And he was a powerful former world heavyweight champion. But, he ended up doing a lot of dumb things or got into some situations which led to the destruction of his entire career and probably most of his livelihood, and the destruction of his reputation. But it's also may have affected the outcome of his family. Matter of fact, speaking of family, he actually talks about that in a podcast that he was involved with, that also I think involved with T.I. He talked about his children, why he blames himself for why, hear this, his children are anti-black. He blames himself, and he actually tells some truths to why he thinks his children are anti-black, despite the fact that they are black or himself, or is a couple of them biracial, or are they fully black? I don't know. Y'all gonna have to put in the comment section about that information, unless of course I can find out myself. But anyway, he says that he used his money to leave the quote-unquote ghetto or black neighborhood to go to a white neighborhood because he thought that would be what's best for him. But that kind of backfired because all it did was made his children, who are, though they are black or biracial or whatever, it make them distant from other black people. Like, they ended up them not being used to being around different people. Because let me tell you something, some of these white neighborhoods or diverse neighborhoods, they are just as bad as if you was going to the hood. You got the opioid crisis that's happening in these rural areas and other white neighborhoods. Just because the drug problem was originally at first happening in the hood, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the clean-cut neighborhoods. Just the mainstream media is not going to report about a lot of the drug incidents that happen in white or rich neighborhoods because they don't want to destroy the image of white people. And now that Tyson also said that his children are in relationships with non-black partners, and he does not like that because he wanted, let's just say he wanted his grandchildren, if they have grandchildren, to look like him and them. That's the thing. But the thing is, Tyson, that's what happens when you try to move your kids away from a predominantly black neighborhood, and then when you teach them self-hate, when you do dumb antics or not teach pro-blackness or being proud to be black, of course, that's what's going to happen when it comes to your children. Your children are not going to be proud of being black or wanting to be around black people or wanting to choose black partners. That's what happens. That's what that self-hate does. Not to mention, I think he even admitted that he was barely around near his children, and then of course some of the antics he ended up getting in trouble with and stuff like that. And then they're probably like, is this how the black community is? See, their anti-blackness is also a result of his actions. And he even admits and confessed that some stuff he did may have been the reason why his children are anti-black. See, you gotta realize that just because you go to a white neighborhood doesn't mean you're in a good neighborhood. Because remember, you got racists in white neighborhoods. You got white neighborhoods that are just as bad. You got the drug epidemic. You could pick up a lot of bad habits in rich neighborhoods. You could pick drugs can be in the white neighborhoods. You got the opioid crisis going on. So just because you're going away from the hood, that doesn't mean you're going to end up in some of the bad situations that, like crime and stuff, that you think happens in only black neighborhoods. Because there's also black neighborhoods that are not hoods. There are some nice middle class, even rich elite black neighborhoods that are black people can go to. And not every black neighborhood is a hood, and that's what people like Tyson and his kids did not understand. But now he's starting to understand and realize that his choices and their mindsets is probably why his children have the mindset that they have. So what Mike Tyson should have done is, we know that you want to make sure your kids are safe where they live, but I know like I said, you could have picked a diverse, but still teach them to be proud of their blackness and help them be more acceptable to, don't teach them to be afraid to be with your people, with our people, the black community. Because otherwise what's going to happen is they're going to end up being taught self-hate or just hate other black people. And Tyson is now facing the karma of some of those actions that may have led to it. Because like I said, he wanted his children, he's finally realizing why he should have his children be with people that look like them and him, because if he wants grandchildren, and if he's so-called proud of his race, at least now he is, he has to make sure that his kids are with partners that look like us. Otherwise, what's going to happen is they're going to end up with maybe biracial at first, but then they're going to look like a whole different shade as the generations come if his children and grandchildren are not with black partners. So, do I still have some issues with Mike Tyson? Yes, I do. All the coonery and buffoonery and minstrel shows that he did during his time on TV and film and during his boxing career, all that is starting to catch up to him. All those bad situations are finally starting to catch up to him, and it's even affecting the mindset and mentality and behavior and actions of his family. And this is probably most likely what he was talking about in that podcast. But I don't know what could be done, but let's see what happens. But that's all I have to talk about, is discussing the situation with what Mike Tyson confessed. If I could find the actual podcast, I might leave not saying will, might leave the link if I have it. So whenever you come to this video, you might not see the link, you might not see the link, but if I find it, I'll put the link up there, because I don't know if the podcast is copyrighted, and because I couldn't find the audio either. So that's all I have to say about this. I want to know what you think in the comment section about what I'm talking about concerning what he said. That's all I have to say for now. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Liking, hitting that like button and sharing it helps spread the word of the video, including with notifications. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification. Plus, I upload videos on different platforms: YouTube, Black Junction, Black Share, etc. I'll leave you the links to those different accounts for. I want y'all to subscribe to me and follow me on so you'll be able to watch all my different videos and stuff like that. And check every once in a while if I upload a video, in case if you're not getting notifications, if you somehow been unsubscribed and you want to, just make sure if that happens, make sure you resubscribe and re-hit that notification. But that's all I have to say for now. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.